So, it's actually Tuesday, and it's the last day of this month. And I said in the last log, or not said, wrote in the last log that I was going to explain kind of why it's titled The Week Before Everything Went Wrong. And it is really difficult to explain kind of everything. Just because it's really a Norwegian thing. So the thing kind of had become that how am I going to explain this in a short manner? So in Norway, if you are too sick to work, you basically can get these money for 3 years, where they will test out how much like working capability you have. And the thing that kind of happens is that there should be, let's call it that, two options. Basically, those money where they test you out, you can get for 3 years, and then in some extreme cases you can get it, out up for 2 more years. That is like the maximum amount. And in between those years, they are going to figure out how much you can work, if you can work and not. And basically, they will then also try to, find you work and things. In my case, the thing becomes that it's just really difficult to explain. To be completely honest, like almost everyone in this kind of group that you kind of gets connected to with your doctor, the people there and their doctor, basically what happens is that they have to make a decision to, what are they going to do. And basically what happened to me is that they have decided that I'm kind of not, let's call it fit to work. I don't have any capacity. They don't think I have any capacity and kind of can't do anything to change that. They can't send me somewhere for me to get better. And basically, then you can send in this thing basically to get, or not get, you search to have someone else look at your case and decide if you are going to get this money that basically is for people who are not fit to work. Let's call it fit to work. Basically, they don't have any capacity left to work because they are sick. And basically then it's sent off to somewhere else in Norway. And what happens then is that there are some different people who have never seen you, never talked to you, they don't even know who you are, they only go off the papers that they have. Basically, what happens then is that they look at your case and they kind of decides if you are, if they feel like there is nothing else to do. And basically what happened in my case is that they have decided that I need to be tested more, even though I don't have any capacity left. And when you see me film vlogs, you don't see me at the worst days. That is why you sometimes I film like Monday, and then it's like, oh, it was the weekend. That is like, I have bad days, and then you don't see me. You don't see me at my bad days, and yeah, that is kind of what is going to happen. And then you can, complain. Basically write, why do you think that this is like the thing that they have gotten to is wrong. And you have 6 weeks to complain about it, and I'm going to do that. Basically, I can say some things they have written in like the where I got it denied. It's a lot of BS. There is a lot of things that with a search on Google you figure out is wrong, basically. And also things about my life that I know is not true, and I am wondering, where have they actually gotten this information from? Like that I had good school years. You should have seen me in my school days. It was just a lot of things. So one thing that is great about Norway is that if you are under a certain amount of money every year, you basically can get free lawyers that can help you write basically these complaints, and that is where we have gotten. I'm already, I got that on Monday. That's why I didn't film on Monday, because I was laying in bed the entire day. I didn't sleep until like 1:30, 2 maybe, and I even had like a handful of panic attacks. So that was how my night went. I can calm maybe a little bit more now. So the thing I'm going to do today is basically to send in the things that the lawyer needs to get this whole thing rolling. And then we are going to complain, see how that goes, and then who knows what is going to happen. I just feel that it is a lot of things that I can, I just feel like sometimes when you do cases like this, I just feel like they are trying their best to get you to believe something that with one search you can figure out that it's wrong. Or not wrong, they are just basically like thinking of it in a different way. So that is what is going on. Now I have been talking for a while. I don't think I will finish any more books. I am so tired, and I have things I need to do, even if I am so tired that I barely function. So, that is how my life is currently going. So, yeah, I hope that everything will be alright, and most likely, I will keep you updated. So, it's Wednesday, it's the 1st. So, basically, this month I'm doing so many TBRs. It's crazy. So, I am low-key participating in Not Safe for Workathon. I I have it here just because I don't have the space in my bullet journal to do all this, and I know that it is one that is starting on the 20th. So yeah, and I'm also doing something called Road Trip TBR Challenge, which is in my book club, and then we are doing Becca's Book Upathon and Magical Readathon. And then I also want to do the what's it called? Fall into Fall. Is that the thing? Fall into Reading Challenge. And that is, you know, from September 1st to November 30th. So basically that will just be something that I do low key, you know. I am not going to like do a lot of things fully. But yeah, so basically for Magical Readathon I have 10 books, and then for Becca's Book Upathon I have 5 books. Maybe I do some extra rolls, I don't know. And then for the Road Trip Challenge I at least need to read 2 books. So basically what you do in the Road Trip Challenge, you have different places and you basically choose a question on that place for that person, and they will send you a mail with 5 different prompts, and you can choose from, you can fulfill any of them. So the 5 different prompts are a book published in autumn, a book with green on the cover, a contemporary book, a book with a title or an author name that matches one of my initials, not mine, but the person who sent this, and then a book by one of my top 5 authors. So I have decided to go with King. So this has green on the cover and it is a contemporary. I don't know when it was published, but that is easy to check out, you know. This one has like 300 pages, so I think I should be able to finish this today. I hope I will. It is on my, I think it is on my Magical Readathon TBR. I think that was it. Or it might be Book Upathon. Yeah, that's how good we are at this. But yeah, I'm going to read this. This one is about 2 different people. It says, I don't know what it says. Homeless, hungry, desperate. Jo has no memories of who she is or where she comes from. A notorious career criminal just released from prison. King is someone you don't want to cross unless you're prepared to pay him back in blood, sweat, sex, or a combination of all 3. King's future hangs in the balance. Jo's is written in her past. When they come crashing together, they will have to learn that sometimes in order to hold on, you have to first let go. So this is the first in a series. I mean, I have owned this for quite some time, and you know, I am also doing the Read to Zero challenge, so this one will be 1 book of my TBR, and you know, basically I will have to see that, you know, I read them. Do I want to keep them or do I want to unhaul them? I do have some books that I am going to unhaul. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And that is going to be one thing that I am going to get better at in 2022, and that is to unhaul books right away when I know that I don't want to own the book. So yeah, this one is for prompt, yeah, green cover and contemporary. So yeah, I will talk when I have started this. I think I will also start Clap When You Land, because one of my goals is to read at least 30 minutes of an audiobook every day. So yeah, that is my plan for today, and I guess I will see how this goes, how fast I can get through this book, and then see. I mean, 300 pages is not that long, and it's a romance, so yeah, might take me a few hours. I am also doing Animal Crossing. You can't see that, but yeah, and I am currently I am fixing on my island. I am, doing some things with my island, changing it up. And I don't know if people are interested, in Animal Crossing or not. But, if you want a tour of my island when it's done, then I can do that in like one of my vlogs or something. But I'm not going to, show it if people are not interested. Because I don't know how many people are interested in this or not. I mean, this might take me the whole month, to fix up my island. I am going to move. I'm going to move 8 more houses, and that will take me 8 more days, because I don't feel like, you can skip or like change up so you get to the next day. But I just don't feel like doing that. So it does take some time. It does cost a lot of money to do that, because moving a house costs 50,000. And yeah, that's a lot. So basically, what I am working on is catching sharks, catching other things as well, but mostly sharks. So yeah, that is the plan for today. I have been talking for way too long, so I am going to go. So it's Thursday, and it's super late, so I'm not going to talk that loudly or anything. But I have finished King, and I'm gonna give it 4 stars overall. I really, really loved this, and yeah, it was super interesting, and I can't wait to continue on with the next one, which is called Tyrant. So I'm going to continue on with this series. I just need to have the next book, because these were really good and I would really like to own them. So basically what I have done is that all the books that I am planning on reading this month, I picked out a piece for, and King became a red piece. So yeah, this one fits for quite a few. So it basically fits for last letter, first letter, because that kind of was what I picked. So yeah, then it also fits for the road trip TBR to pick a book with green on the cover, and for the fall into reading challenge it fits for a romance, even though I'm gonna say this book is just a first part, so it doesn't have a happily ever after in this book. And then for, let's say for workathon, this one fits for breath play, a book that will leave you breathless or panting. So this one left me breathless, because the last chapter was wow. So I'm gonna talk about what I'm going to bake tomorrow, because I don't know yet. So it's Friday, and I've been thinking, what am I going to read? Because give me options, and I have like so many options. But I think I'm going with the fourth prompt, which is on my road trip TBR, which is a book with a title or an author name that matches one of this one's initials. So it is JT or B. And the book I'm going to pick is The Hobbit by Tolkien. So my copy is 300 pages. Yeah, 300 pages. So to finish this week, I will have to read like 100 pages of this every day. It is a fantasy, so I definitely want to finish this one just, like really quickly. So, ooh, we actually have illustrations in here. That's cool. A lot of them actually. So, yeah, I have been wanting to read this for such a long time, and this one fits quite a lot of my other readathons as well. So I think this is going to be a great pick, you know, and work on getting through this one. So yeah, that is my plan. And yeah, so Tolkien, I don't know too much about this. I want to read this just because I want to eventually get to the movies. I have seen like, I don't know, 30 minutes of one of them. I don't remember which one of the Lord of the Rings one. However, the girl I was watching it with was terrified, and she didn't want to watch it anymore. So, but this is the book I will be picking, and then I think I will have to see where that leads us next, just because I want to try and, you know, match up the books that I'm picking here with some of the other TBR games that I am doing while doing a road trip TBR. So this one definitely fits. This one is at least for the magical readathon. Did I pick it for a prompt on Bookathon? No, I didn't. But it is at least the magical readathon, so I will get one of those off my TBR because we have 10 of those prompts, and the 20th. Something else will start. So we have a lot of different things that is going to go on. So I'm going to start with this. Try to get through like 100 pages at least, and then, you know, see, I will also try and listen to a little bit of Clap When You Land. I've been really wanting to finish this one off, but it just takes some time because I am focusing on my physical books to get most of those off my TBR. Because the goal is to finish at least 10 physical books this month. So that's a lot, and that is why I'm picking up a physical book after picking up another physical book. So that's the plan. I might try and find the audiobook for this as well, just because I have been struggling some with fantasy, and, you know, it can be difficult to get through this, even though it is like 300 pages ish. So I mean, the writing is tiny and a lot of it. So yeah, I'm going to go do that, and I will talk maybe later or maybe not. So it's Friday night, and I have actually finished 2 books today. So the first book is Clap When You Land, and this one is about basically these 2 girls, and one lived in USA and one lived in Dominican Republic, I think it was. And basically, a plane crashes, and basically they soon figure out that it's their dad. They don't know each other. So basically, the dad has been living kind of a double life. He has a family in USA and a family in the Dominican Republic. So they find out, and yeah, it's a book in verse. I really love Elizabeth Acevedo's writing. I give it 4 stars. It was just really, really good. And when I first started listening to it, I did not want to finish. I almost said I did not want to stop, is the right word. Klapanulan is read. The second book I finished today was The Hobbit, and this one was for my novice path on the Magical Readathon, with a book with a map in it, because this book has a map here in the back, and yeah, it has different kind of things throughout, you know. Basically, The Hobbit is about Bilbo, and he is a hobbit, which basically is a person who is, I think he was like smaller than the dwarves, and basically a wizard appears on his doorstep, and basically the wizard Gandalf, he wants to have Bilbo join him to basically raid a treasure of the great dragon Smaug. And it is a journey on 300 pages. So this is kind of the prelude to the Lord of the Rings. So basically, you don't have to read this one before the Lord of the Rings. However, I think there are characters in this. I mean, I do know there is characters in this that you will meet in the Lord of the Rings. So I definitely think that you should maybe start with this. I gave it 4 stars. It was a 5-star prediction, but I gave it 4 stars just because it was sometimes where I just didn't fully care what was happening, and things was also going really quickly, and yeah, but overall I really loved this book. So yeah, it was a great thing to pick up. So The Hobbit was a green piece, and that was for a fantasy. So yeah, and then I sent that one in just because it was for but it was for Road Trip TBR. So I got another one, and I have 5 prompts. One is published in winter, and on those that I have, I don't know if anyone is published in winter. Now yeah, prompt 2 is a book with green or orange on the cover. Green, I definitely do have some books with green on the cover, so that's a possibility. Or we have prompt 3, a historical fiction. I have 2 historical fictions to pick from. I think those are historical romance, which is a little different. Then we have a book with a title or an author name that matches one of her initials, and that is M, J, or G. And that can be the book title, the author's first name, or the author's last name. That means I can possibly pick either one of Mariana Zapata books or Gianna Darling. So I can pretty much pick one of those 2, and I know I'm going to love those. So, or we have prompt 5, a book with one of my top 5 favorite authors. So I think I am going to go with a Mariana Zapata book. So, we all know that I love Mariana Zapata. I have so many books that I want to get through. I don't know which one to pick first. So I think my pick for this is going to be Under Lock by Mariana Zapata. So it starts with M, so that would fit really well. So this one is quite long, but it's Mariana Zapata. So yeah, it is 485 pages. So yeah, but I am going to love it. I hope. So yeah, this is my pick. And then I will possibly start it tomorrow, if I can get to it. Then I totally forgot to mention that I have started another book. So this is a book I will read over multiple weeks, just because I have not found my love for this yet. I have started The Shining. I have had this on my TBR for so many months right now, and I have not read it yet, so I just figured that, okay, I just need to do this right now. I just need to read this or listen to it, and then, you know, just get it done. So I have listened to like 5 chapters of this. I don't know how I'm feeling yet. Just because it's horror, and Stephen King is not my favorite writer, at least not those 2 that I have read before. So I will try The Shining. I still have other books from him on my TBR. You know, I have, the one I'm reading now is The Shining. Then I have Rage, Night Shift, The Stand, and The Long Walk, I think. No, I don't have The Long Walk. But I think I have The Stand. Or is it Night Shift? I think I might have The Stand as well. So I have 4 books on my TBR that are Stephen King. And that's a lot. So yeah, I'm going to get to The Shining, and then maybe also get to Rage this month as well, and then try and get to Night Shift and possibly The Stand like in October or something. I think that I am like going to continue on having like a Stephen King book, just so I am able to finish him. But I'm going to go now, go to sleep, because it's later than I would have hoped. But so it's actually Monday morning, and yeah, I'm going to wrap up this vlog. I don't know how well this went. I think I have read like 3 books maybe, and that is pretty okay. Isn't like the best reading week I have had, but overall I have really enjoyed it. I'm trying not to stress too much about reading, because I do get, like, most of the time, yeah, I usually get some reading done. But before I go, I want to update on Under Lock, because I started this yesterday, and I got up to page 204. So I am here. So I am like almost halfway through, and so far I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, Basically, this book is about Iris, and Iris, she goes she basically moves to Austin, where her half-brother lives, after 6 months of unemployment home. And basically, she lands a job that her brother helped her get, and basically this is for a really moody, he's rude, impatient, and doesn't have time, and his name is Dax, and he basically is a member of the same motorcycle club that her father is. Her father used to belong to, so she now works at a tattoo shop, and yeah, so far it's so good. I did not want to put this down last night, but I just had to. So I am most definitely going to read the 300 pages that are left today. That is at least the plan. Hope I will be able to do it, just because this is so good. And yeah, I definitely can't wait. But yeah, that was it for this vlog. I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done.